I recently just co-directed my first short film for the first time, and here's what nobody told me. I didn't know what like truly a director did until I had to do it, which like duh girl. But like like when I signed on to the project, I was like, yeah, I'm the director. I'll be the director. And then it was just a word. It was just a name, just a title, until I had to actually start doing the things that directors do, and I was like, ooh, shit. That was amazing. Let's do it again. My idea of what a director's job was basically vision. Like the director gets a script and they have a vision of what they want lighting to look like, how they want costumes to look, what the actors will look like, how the actors will act, that type of thing. But then when I got on set, it was a lot more of problem solving. So my first short film it's really a long short film. It's like 30 minutes. We definitely had like three or four like 12-hour days, which I don't think I was truly prepared for it. Like this is one of those things I don't think you can prepare, except for like the only way you can prepare is to know that this is what's going to be happening, but there's no way to actually prepare for what you're going to have to endure. It's a skill, problem solving, but like, and putting out little fires everywhere. Literally. And then leadership and knowing how to communicate. Yeah, what helped me on set for sure, and I'm so glad that we did these things, is the shot list definitely saved us. Like and I'm just saying, this is my first time directing, so I don't know what anybody else has, what is the actual way to do this, but we made our shot list, and then when we were filming, we had the call sheet. So we have like the scenes we're shooting, the actors that we need for that, where it is in the script and what's actually happening in the scene, how long it's gonna take to shoot. And then so from there, I would just like, okay, I know we're filming scene 13. Okay, what do we have on the shot list for scene 13? We want this, and this. Told my cinematographer, boom, we knocked it out. Like that saved us. Now, when we started deviating from that a little bit is when it started to eat up time. Of course, we ran into like natural problems that just occur on any film set because it's a film set, so there will be problems. Whether it's a diva or it's raining or it's hot or whatever it may be. We definitely underestimated how much time it would take to do everything. Everything takes longer. Whatever you think is going to take, add like 30 minutes to that. If you think you're going to shoot in 4 days, add 2 more for safety. Like everything just takes longer. And I've actually been on like multi-million-dollar sets where the same thing occurs. So, and I'm talking, that's maximum efficiency, and they were still behind in shooting. Like they're still not making day, stuff like that. So everything just takes longer, and just think about that in advance, that everything will take longer. If you can get a script supervisor, do it. It would be very like helpful for you, especially if it's like a more complicated script. There are definitely some moments in the movie where continuity is just not there. A few of our actors left their shoes or like belt or things that they needed for their character, and we had to just work around that because there was just like nothing we could do at that point. So it was a lot, like mentally and physically. We filmed a lot of it at this park, and it was a really big park, like a huge park. And so I'm like running around all day. We're all outside, and I understand that, this is the fact that we're all outside is experienced by everyone that's there, all the cast and crew. But the role of a director is spread much more thin than that of an actor, and I was also acting. So at some point, it just became like too much, and I just wanted to be nonverbal, but I'm still having to lead, you know, because this is essentially my set. And luckily in this instance, I had a co-director and a producer that were very hands-on. And the co-director, of course, she's gonna be right there, but a lot of times, like, wherever one of us were like falling short, the other two could pick up, and so that was really helpful. But it was so draining, and like, I've never been so tired in my life. I would definitely say one of the biggest things that was a problem for me was like trying to do too much. I don't know that acting and directing is a good idea all the time. One of them is gonna suffer. One or both of them is gonna suffer because you can't devote all of your time and attention to the one role. In the scenes where I'm literally in them, I gotta, you know, run back to the camera and see what it's looking like. Oh, can we change that? Let's run it all over again from the top. And it gets kind of taking a lot more time. They're taking a lot more time than, say, if you just had an actor and you could do your job back here. Oh, another huge major thing is definitely communication. And everyone doesn't have that skill. And it is so important on a film set, whether you be talking to your actors or anyone, or your co-producer, or sorry, your producer, or your director, your co-director, like, you know, it is not a given. And so I think, especially on this set, a lot of times me, my producer, and my co-director would be talking, and we would literally be saying the same thing, but because we're not like listening to each other, like really listening to hear, not listening to respond, we would just talk in circles, and that wasted a lot of time. Also, like, I think you low-key have to be able to speak like a teacher. Like, you know how a teacher is able to, if you're not getting it the way that they explain it the first time, they know how to explain it to you in a different way so that you can understand. I think that is like peak communication, and it's very necessary on a film set, because sometimes you say it this way, it's not clicking for the actor or your cinematographer or whoever, but you have to figure out how to get them to understand it anyway, because it's important. As a director, you know, you do have a vision, and that is part of the job, not all of it, but no one can see that vision but you. You have to be able to explain it to them if you want it to become real. I would definitely, you know, film inside, film something way shorter. We had, I think, 30 pages, probably half that, maybe 25% of it. Way less characters. We had like an ensemble, I want to say 6 or 7 characters. It was a lot of people to manage, and you want to make sure, especially because we did not pay our actors this time around, that everyone feels good, because it really can't happen without them. Like, you need them, and I was just so grateful for everyone who participated and helped us make our dreams into reality. They helped make our project real. We worked on it for so long, and I'm just so happy that like we were able to make it into reality. So yeah, so definitely make sure you take the time to make sure your actors are good. And so, because we did have people there for a while that we didn't like need at the moment. We're working around a lot of schedules and scheduling conflicts, so it did result in a lot of people just sitting around for a while, and that was not great. But yeah, so I want to do that better next time. I'm so happy to have done my first film, made my first pancake. You know how we make pancakes, and the first one comes out looking kind of but then as you go on, they start to get better, but it's still a good pancake. And so I'm just so excited to have made my first pancake, and excited to make the rest of the batter. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.